most worshipful Diksha Gurudev, Nijalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad, Astotara Sat Shishi, Srimad Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, and the same unlimited obeisances in the dust of the lotus feet of my most worshipful Shiksha Gurudev, Nijalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad, Astotara Sat Shishiman, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. To all of our Guru Varga, our disciplic succession of self-realized gurus, and to all the assembled devotees, on this very most auspicious day of Srila Prabhupada's divine appearance day, without which we would all be nowhere. So today is actually two auspicious days. It's the festival of Nanda Maharaj. Because Vasudeva and Devaki were in prison, they couldn't perform any festival for Krishna's appearance. Although Vasudeva offered millions of cows in his mind to the Brahmins in charity. But the real parents of Krishna, that is Nanda and Jashoda, they performed a great utsav called Nandotsav, a great festival in celebration of the birth of their child. There's no mention of the word birth in relation to Krishna's appearing as the four-handed Vasudeva feature in the prison of Kamsa. But the word jata is, and utpan, meaning born, is described in the verse in relation to Nandotsav. Srila Gurudev said sometimes the Mathuravasis, they have a tendency to lie, but not the Brajavasis. Like Krishna told Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Arjuna, you can declare to the world that my devotees never perish. So why did he say, you can declare it to the world? Because I'm a Mathuravasi. I was born in Mathura.
A lie.
So if I said it, nobody would believe me.
Cool.
So nobody can tell the Brajavasis that Krishna was born, or Krishna's father is Vasudeva and Devaki, because they saw the cutting of the umbilical cord. In 1993, I asked Gurudev, because he had me read the 1992. He told me to read the Brihad Bhagavatamrita. Prem Vilas Prabhu had done just translations of the verses, no purports or anything. So then I came back to Gurudev and I said, it seems that the Brajavasis are mean, because when Krishna was about to leave Vrindavan to go to Mathura, the gopis said, no, Krishna can't go with Akrura. But the case came up that Vasudeva and Devaki and the residents of Mathura, who was now trying to escape here and there in caves in so many places from the atrocities of Kamsa, they may all die. So the gopis said, they may die, they may not die. But surely all the Brajavasis will die if Krishna goes to Mathura. And anyway, it's okay that a few people die for the benefit of millions of people. So I told Gurudev, it seemed like the gopis are mean. So Gurudev, being a Brijbasi, said, no, they're right. The Mathura Vasis are lying. Akrura was lying. Krishna is not from Mathura. So we're going to just read from Srila Prabhupada's 10th canto, chapter 5 of the Nadostava celebration. And actually, this first verse, Gurudev used as his very important evidence that Krishna is the son of Nanda Maharaj and Jashoda. Sri Sukha Vacha Nandas Twatmaja Utpane Jata Lado Mahamanaha Ahuya Vipran Vedagyan Snata Suchiralamkrita. Sukadeva Goswami said, Nanda Maharaj was naturally very magnanimous. And when Lord Sri Krishna appeared as his son, he was overwhelmed with jubilation. That's one evidence. And the other evidence that Gurudev often quotes is chapter 31, Gopi Geet, the first verse of which the gopis are saying, O Krishna, after you've taken your birth in Braj, the goddess of fortune went there and began decorating the place for your birth. And she swept in all the gullies and kunjas to make it very beautiful for you. And because of your birth in Vrindavan, Vrindavan has become more elevated than even Vaikuntha, what to speak of Swarga. So everybody here is blissful because of your birth, except for us, because we're feeling separation from you and we can't find you right now. You've left us in this rasa dance. So those are the main two evidences. So I'm going to read about the festival of Nanda Maharaj. In Mathura, every year on this day, Srila Gurudev would glorify Srila Prabhupada and call on other devotees. And then he would have a big festival for Nadostava in terms of feeding about 20,000 people. They'd be cooking and streams of people would fill the whole first, second, and third floors on the roof, and then they would block off the gates, and when they finished the meal, they left through one exit, and a whole new stream came, all morning. So he's, as you'll see, he's following the mood of joy of Nanda Maharaj. Therefore, after bathing and purifying himself and dressing himself properly, he invited brahmanas who knew how to recite Vedic mantras. After having these qualified brahmanas recite auspicious Vedic hymns, he arranged to have the Vedic birth ceremony celebrated for his newborn child according to the rules and regulations, and also he arranged for worship of the demigods and forefathers. Nanda Maharaj gave 2 million cows, completely decorated with cloth and jewels, in charity to the brahmanas. He also gave them 7 hills of grain, covered with jewels, with cloth, decorated with golden embroidery. O king! O king means Sukadeva Goswami speaking to King Parikshit. Now King Parikshit is more advanced than he was when Sukadeva Goswami began the first canto. In the first canto, from the first canto, he let Parikshit Maharaj think that Krishna is a Mathura Vasi. But now that he's getting up there in the 10th canto, 5th chapter, Pariksit Maharaj has already heard the 9 cantos. Now he's ready for the real thing. That Krishna is a Vrijavasi. So, O king, and incidentally, Srila Gurudev said that's why Prabhupada appeared to say that same thing. In the Nectar of Devotion, Srila Prabhupada writes that Vasudeva and Devaki are the real sons of Krishna, and Nanda Baba is his foster father. So, when I first read it, which was about 42 years ago, everything was fine. But then, when I read it after I met Gurudev, it wasn't fine. But fortunately, Gurudev explained why Prabhupada did it. Because he's following in the footsteps of Sukadeva Goswami, who had to first bring Pariksit Maharaj in to the whole narration of Krishna. So that was one of the first books that Prabhupada published. Later on in the Chaitanya Charitamrita and in his 10th canto, Prabhupada confirms that the original supreme absolute truth is Krishna in Vrindavan playing his flute with the peacock feather. And here's the other evidence. O king, by the passing of time, land and other material possessions are purified. By bathing, the body is purified, and by being cleansed, unclean things are purified. By purificatory ceremonies, birth is purified. By austerity, the senses are purified. And by worship and charity offered to the Brahmanas, material possessions are purified. By satisfaction, the mind is purified. And by self-realization or Krishna consciousness, the soul is purified. The Brahmanas recited auspicious Vedic hymns, which purified the environment by their vibration. The experts in reciting old histories, like the Puranas, the experts in reciting the histories of royal families, the general reciters, all chanted, while singers sang, and many kinds of musical instruments, like bedis and dundubis, played in accompaniment. Brajapur, the residence of Nanda Maharaj, was fully decorated with varieties of festoons and flags, and in different places, gates were made of varieties of flower garlands, pieces of cloth, mango leaves. The courtyards, the gates near the roads, and everything within the rooms of the houses were perfectly swept and washed with water. Just like everything here yesterday was decorated for Krishna's birth. The cows, the bulls, and the calves were thoroughly smeared with a mixture of turmeric and oil, mixed with varieties of minerals. Their heads were bedecked with peacock feathers, the cows' heads. And they were garlanded and covered with cloth and golden ornaments. O King Pariksit, the cowherd men dressed very opulently with valuable ornaments and garments such as coats and turbans. Decorated in this way and carrying various presentations in their hands, they approached the house of Nanda Maharaj.